Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. We are back, and for our angel reading number for 6/10/24, that is 16. 4 and 4 is 16. 2024 could be seen as 4/4. It's also the year of 8, which can be seen as 2 4s. And obviously 10 minus 6 is 4 as well. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get going here. We have Hera. Number 29 is our Egyptian oracle card. And so Hera represents alchemical force. So alchemy, alchemizing. Okay. And again, with me working, I've been a lot of my days since the opening of the 6/6 portal, which happened on 6/3 with the alignment of the 6 planets: Uranus, Mars, let me count them out: Uranus, Mars, Neptune, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. Okay, those planets are all aligned currently, and so it's a rare astrological time, as all of them are. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get our angel number cards. So Hurrah, alchemy. So that's, again, me focusing on frequency, a lot of the frequency meditations lately. Again, since that portal opened up, and the downloads have been amazing. The astrological travel, and that has been incredible as well. Self-love, like, again, alchemizing everything that they've sent to us. Okay. Also, I want to read. So let me read this for a second. And this is something that I've written. It's in the back of the first journal that I covered earlier this year, and it's somewhere. Where's that journal? Here it is. So earlier this year, I covered this journal. And good morning to you. Thank you so much, subscribers. I don't think I addressed you this morning. I apologize. I always want to make sure that I thank the subscribers and returning listeners, new listeners, for your time, because here in the 3D, our time is our most valuable asset. In the 3D. Beyond, it doesn't matter. But right here in this time space continuum, I sound like Doc from Back to the Future. In this current space-time continuum, that is very important. Your time is very important. Okay, and so I wrote this here, and so I want to read this to us today. Okay, and I didn't write it in the journal we just concluded. If you want to look at those or listen to those videos, go to the playlist titled Journal Readings, Journal Playlist. And you can find all of the journal videos there, and get caught up with me, my journey, the family I believe I was birthed to, and get caught up with all of that, the relationships I've been in, the lessons I've learned, how did I come to get to where I am today, both esoterically and energetically and physically. How did I get to where I am today? So this says, I dedicate my life to the work of the ministry, to be diligent, to be faithful, to learn of his glory and know his mysteries. I am called to such a place. Let not my flesh hinder me. Alone if I must, never again will I doubt the supreme mandate I have upon my life. To be called, chosen, and set apart. I will be getting that tattoo on my back, most likely. say. So it's going to go across the top, kind of across my delts, right? It's going to be called out, chosen, set apart, okay? And that will be, I don't know if it'll be my very first tattoo, but it will be one of the first. I currently have no tattoos. It might be shocking having spent 8 years in the military, but I have no tattoos. I relish this. With great command comes great strife. Collective, if we have not known strife. 144,000 ascended ones, if we've ascended beings, if we've not known strife. In fact, that's why we come here, is because there is too much and something needs to be done. That's why each earth angel is sent here. Okay? That's why. For no other reason. Okay? Or ascended master or any type of healer. That's why they're sent here. When the world is getting to such a place and functioning in such a low vibrational place, that additional power is needed. That's when we show up. I must go on. I segregate myself from all that hinders this work. Holy unto you, Yahweh, holy unto you. Today I call that being the highest divine white light. I don't say Yahweh. I say highest divine white light. The enemy is fierce and unrelenting. I am stronger, greater, mightier, and even than even them by the work of the ministry. Okay? And I really felt I posted something, and it was something similar but not quite as lengthy, and I called it kind of like an oath of commitment or an oath in commitment. I posted that in the community section of on the platform. Excuse me, burp. And so I just want it's a call to that. Yeah, it's a call to commitment. Okay. Wherever you are today, again, we're all at different places, okay? But you might be in ninth grade, and someone else might be in the 12th grade. You know, you might be a freshman, somebody else might be in grad school. But you're at the right place. You're at the right institution. You're at the right place in life. You're at the right moment in life, okay? To take advantage of the esoteric opportunities that are made available to us in order to marry the 3D to the 5D. Okay? Because the 5D is already perfect in its infamy. But the earth, however, you could ask most people, and these people could be believers, you know what I mean? And when I say believers, I don't mean Christians. I mean people who truly understand who they are. You could ask them, and they would tell you their thoughts and feelings about the earth, and they would let you know that, yeah, it's not in a good place. But they would also tell you, unlike the religious individual, they would also tell you that energetically, we are right where we are supposed to be in alignment with divine timing. And that timing is going to bring about a severe and significant change. All right? And so, yeah, we know that. And, yeah. Ooh. Okay, so that was upside down. Bam! I'm not Emerald. Legacy. All right, let me see here. He's a chef, by the way, and he's known for the bam. You know what my word is for when something happens, and I think I got this from my wife and kids. I like saying booyah shaka. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like saying booyah shaka. Again, Egyptian oracle, we are talking about alchemy. Okay, I have been alchemizing. So let me talk about this for a moment. So this video might run a little longer than, it might run closer to 20 minutes. Okay, so I remember first hearing about Neville Goddard. Okay, and Neville Goddard was a how would you describe him? I would certainly describe him as a spiritual leader, but yeah, so I'll just say that. Right? So Neville Goddard, in his past lifetime, he was a spiritual leader. It was 11, 12 when I looked at the timer. In this regard, okay, he learned about alchemy and alchemizing and manifesting, and when he found out about this, from what I recall, it's been a long time since I've heard his story, but from what I recall, he had a quote-unquote chance encounter with someone who he met, I believe, in his 20s, okay? And this individual told him about, or showed him about manifesting. And I think one of Neville Goddard's first experiences, or the one that, at least that I recall, is him needing money to, I'm not sure if it was to get back home or something. And he alchemized this money, and I don't know how much it was, but it was a significant amount back then. It might have even been for business. I don't even know, but it was a significant amount of money for the time. Okay. And so with my promises, what I've learned is how to alchemize those things. Okay. So the things that the enemy has stolen from us. So what's something that the enemy has stolen from the collective, from the high vibrational healers and individuals here? What's something that, so we can, and there's a lot. Okay. So let's just not even go materialistic. Let's just keep it spiritual, and let's just say self-worth. Okay? So let's just start there. All right? So the enemy has taken your self-worth. How is the enemy taking your self-worth? Well, men, the enemy has taken our self-worth. I have that vantage point this lifetime around. Other lifetimes I have been a female, right? Other lifetimes you've been a female, regardless of what you are this lifetime. Okay? Again, it's energy. Okay? So you, this lifetime, regardless of whatever sex you came here with, and that is the right sex, whatever you came here with, again, you get me on that soapbox and talking about how people don't believe God makes mistakes, but they're changing penises to vaginas and vaginas to penises. Okay, yeah. You don't really believe if you're doing that. You really do not believe in a creator if you're doing that. I bought a tarot deck. I threw it out already. I brought a tarot deck. And on that tarot deck, it had, on the Two of Cups, there were two men. Okay? Now I know what the Two of Cups stands for. Right? And so I went back and read it, and it was based on Sumerian something or other. Right? And it was a time when, I guess, men being intimate with men was not seen as deplorable by society like it is today. Okay? However, I completely disagree with that. Okay? Or a woman with a woman. There is no reproduction. There is no way. What again, what are we here to do in this physical form? Bring truth into a place that is dark and decrepit. How are you going to give birth to light seed, or to light workers, light workers, star seeds? How are you going to give birth to spiritual high vibrational beings when the dick is in his ass and the clit is on her clit? How do you expect to bring about the resurrection of the truth in that situation? You tell me, and don't say science, because science couldn't even heal a fucking disease that one person had, and that's me. It couldn't even heal the one I had, and I'm one of billions. Again, I'll step down off that soapbox. 0550, the eye candy. Hello, we all like a little eye candy. I like a little eye candy. Right? I do. I like vests. I like bow ties. Right? And for a long time, and I still do, like luxury sedan vehicles, Mercedes and Audis, and I still like them. But I am definitely more into the coupe sports T-top type of vehicle today is what I'll be stepping into. Intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing, flow, potential, and romance. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. Okay? Eye candy. All right. So, next we have 1144. And again, these numbers resonate with all of us differently. Okay? So, high vibes. Divine intervention. Prosperity. Big ventures. Fated events. Faith. Purpose. Higher calling. So, I recorded a video this morning speaking of higher calling. So, this is confirmation. So, I recorded a video at like 4 something this morning Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S. And I was really drawn to speak briefly on when we're giving too much and not giving the equal or same amount in return. Okay? Right? And so I hope over time, and it probably might sound redundant, I guess, and religious in this regard. So over time, what you will find out, so there is nothing new that Tony Robbins is saying. The technology he uses is different, is newer, more efficient, right? The platforms, but he's not saying anything new. The same thing he was saying in 1981, or yeah, I think it's around the time he started. The same thing he's been saying in 1981, he's saying today. What is that? You have to take charge of... However he talks, it sounds like he smokes 50 packs of cigarettes a day. Right? You have to take charge of your life. Right? He's saying the same thing. Les Brown, same thing. Nobody is saying anything new today. Generally, it's just Abraham Hicks, Billy Carson, Eckhart Tolle. No one's saying anything new. Bob Proctor. I'm naming all the people that I kind of listen to. Again, Neville Goddard. They're not... It's not anything new. It's the same teaching from generation to generation. It's just that over time, it's become more and more convoluted and watered down. Okay? All right. So Higher Ground, that is a song written by, or sang by Stevie Wonder. I suppose he wrote it too. I don't want to give credit where credit is not due, but but that song came to mind this morning when I was recording that other video. And here we have Higher Calling. Okay? Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. And this is exactly what I have been focusing on for, again, since the opening of since the aligning of the 6 planets on the 3rd, okay, of this month. All I've been focusing on is that. So what have I been doing, okay, to help us out? What have I been doing? I have been listening to certain frequencies, okay? And so when I listen to certain frequencies, then I use my imagination. Okay? Your imagination is far, far better than your mind will ever be. Let me just put that out there. 20 minutes exactly. Your imagination will outrun your mind in its sleep. Yeah, I should say in your sleep. Right? Your imagination is so much more powerful than your mind. We try to use our mind. Your mind can't remember what you had for breakfast 3 days ago. Okay? So let's try to use our imaginations a little more. So I use my imagination to imagine again where I'm going to be. There are certain visions that I will not share here. There are certain visions, even through the journals that I didn't share, that I know are absolutely true for me. And it's really funny because I'm seeing them kind of slowly unravel. I'm literally seeing like the bow, right? Take the bow out and then you take the bow off first. And I used to be one of those, when I would unwrap a gift, unraveling something, unraveling mysteries. That's what we're doing here, collective. And they're not mysteries. They're already solved. So I remember the way that I open up gifts, people get impatient with me when I open up gifts. They're like, hey, here you go. I bought this for you. And I'm sitting there, especially if there's a kid around. I sit there and I'm like, and I nicely unwrap it. I gently take the tape off around the edges. And I don't do it because just to be a pain. I do it because that's how I am. Or was. I might rip them open today. But I don't, you know what I mean? It's been a minute since I've gotten a gift. So, but that's how I would open up gifts. And it didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter the occasion. I didn't get overly excited and go, oh my God. No, it's okay. I've been patient for however long I've known this gift was coming. And I'll just sit there and the kids would be like, come on, hurry up, you know? But that's just how it was. So anyway, yeah. So rare expectation, high vibes, 9999, lessons learned, culmination, results, benefits, reflection, competition or completion. Sorry, there might be competition. Take stock, might be competition for your attention. Ooh. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. Hard work, faithfulness, diligence, a willingness to not give up, and a willingness to say, fuck off, and be about whatever it is that I needed to be about for my highest, truest self. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Sometimes I really enjoy David Goggins. I really like his message, okay? And I follow him on a couple of platforms. But his Can't Hurt Me message, yeah, it resonates loud with me. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it. You made it. And the reward goes to us. How does it go to us? Because we became the fool and the upright, while the enemy, and this is exactly how it came out. You see that? Three of Swords in reverse. That speaks to healing. Okay? So, in the upright, okay, speaks to heartache. Right? How many of our hearts look like that at one point? Times 5 gajillion, right? But today, there we go. Okay. So again, 29. Okay. We know how significant that is. That's the date I was born. I was born on the 29th. Okay. Heka, alchemical force. And again, we are alchemizing. I love how the light is shining above the crown. Let me just keep that there for a minute. I love that. Let it be. Highest divine white light, let it be. Highest divine white light, let it be. As above, so below. As it is written in the Akashic records. So shall it be. Thank you so much for tuning in. You've been tuned into The Encourager. And as always, be encouraged.